What's up YouTube? This is Gunnifer and welcome to my 10th video. In this video I'm gonna be cleaning and servicing my compressor. So first thing we're gonna start doing is taking it apart. I'm gonna start by taking off the cover. It's gonna be an 8mm. Got my okay, so we can see right there's a motor. So I'll put this to the side. First of all, I gotta check there's no pressure, and it does have pressure, so we're gonna drain it out right now. We'll make sure we're gonna give it all the thing on the regulator. Okay, so that one's off and this one's on. We're gonna try to do the pop off right now. Okay, so at this gauge it says 0, and on this gauge it has 90. One way to verify if the regulator has no air in here, we drain the valve is open all the way, there's no air. As another safety, you got to pull out the safety valve, pop off, and there's no air, so we're good to go. So now we're gonna end up taking this off since it doesn't work. Okay, set this to the side, and obviously we're gonna take this off. We don't want to get this wet, so we're gonna take it off on this side. Grab a crescent wrench. Okay, so now we're gonna take, we took this off, we're gonna take the other one off. Okay, so now we're going to take this out right here completely, and we're gonna spin it. So this is pretty hard to take off because there's nowhere to hold it, but I have a little trick I'm gonna use. I'm gonna take out the pop off. Okay, then I'm gonna flip this right here, and I'm gonna end up turning the whole. Okay, so we're gonna be taking off the motor, so we gotta disconnect the line from here so we could take this all off. So I'm gonna open it right here, the Phillips. So I'm gonna start by taking off this whole control block right here, the other connections right here, because it's gonna free. I'm not able to remove the whole regulator and where the pressure gauge is at. Okay, so so it all came off. That's what we wanted. And now we're gonna take the whole motor off. Let's go back to the 8mm. And I disconnected this line right here too, so. Okay, so now we can take the whole motor off and the connections because we don't want this to get wet. Okay, so I'm gonna spray this down with Simple Clean so it could have time to be able to get all the grease, be able to do all the work. We're gonna let it sit for a little bit, and we're gonna be draining out the gearbox on the motor. So we're gonna come over here. This is your drain plug right here. Okay, you can see we're gonna be draining out all the fluid. So we're draining it right now. Now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna clean our whole tank. So now I'm gonna wash the cover. Okay, we're gonna spray with some degreaser. Let it sit for a little bit. Let it sit for a little bit. We're gonna dry this out right here. Tank. Put it up here. So we're probably gonna have to remove the whole drain just because we want to wash the whole tank. So okay, so I'm gonna be removing the drain plug so I could be able to remove all the water it has in there. And we're gonna leave it off. And this is a size 14, by the way. Okay. Lay it right next to it. And now we're gonna remove all the water it has in there. You see it's coming out all coming out all rusty. Okay. I'm gonna spread another little bit of water in there. Okay, let's come over here and wash the cover. Okay, here we have our motor, our gearbox, and it looks like it's still draining. Okay, it's done now. We're gonna install our drain plug back on. So this is our motor, compressor motor, and our pump right there that makes air. So right now what we're gonna do is give it a quick wipe down before we install it. So we have our bolts right there and our impact ready. So now all we're gonna do now is install it back on. Okay, let it sit there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is snug them up right now. Okay. Okay, I've installed all the bolts right here and right here. I just left them on. I've been tying them up. So now we're gonna grab our controller and we're gonna reinstall it. So the seal looks fine. And this has to be pointing this way right here. And install the first one we see. Okay, down, and then. Make sure that it's lined up, and yeah, looks like it's going in. And we're gonna do this one. Now that we install this, we're gonna put the cover back on. Then we're gonna start back our lines. So this line right here. And we're gonna install this line right here. Okay, our pop off. We're gonna apply some Teflon tape on it. This is right here. And got it right here. So the way the pop-off works is that it is rated at a certain pressure, and if the compressor fails to stop, one of the pressure switch fails to stop, this will pop open, so this won't become a bomb. So this is a very important piece to have on your compressor. Okay. Check if it works. Okay, so this is the gauge I'm be installing. It goes from 0 to 160. It's not gonna go that high, but we want to have the over 100. We're gonna apply some Teflon tape between this one and this one. This one's cracked, so it's gonna be standing up now instead of looking down on it, so from far away I could see what pressure it is. Now we're going to be installing our female air coupler. Put some Teflon on here so there's no air. Okay, make sure that there's no Teflon interfering with that. This is where our air is going to be coming in, going out. Okay. Your crescent wrench, tighten it up. Okay, and there you go. So we install that. So now that we have our lines connected already, we're going to be tightening down our motor now. Okay, so now we're going to be adding oil to it. So I'll grab my funnel and I'm gonna be putting it right here. This is the fill plug. So it tells you right here, you want it to be right in the middle of this glass right here. And this is what the compressor oil that they have at Harbor Freight. So this will be installing on. and it's right here right now, so we're gonna add a little bit more. And there you go. It's a little bit over, but it's not all the way full, so it's right here right now. Okay, so we got our oil. Clean this. Also, what we need to do is put our drain plug. So I'm gonna be doing that right now, but I'm gonna put the cover on first. Okay, let's give it a quick dry. Here's our cover. We want it to be completely dry before we install it, because it goes right over the motor, and we want it to be as dry as it could be, because we don't want it to short out or pop a fuse or anything on the outlet. Bolt them on. Okay, so now we have the guard back on. Now all we're gonna do is install the drain plug, and first we're gonna put some Teflon on it. Okay, now that I finished putting the drain bolt on there, now I'm gonna start it up. Now it's already completely assembled, so let's connect it and start it up. Okay, let's let it fill up and we'll check it right now when it's done. Okay, so this concludes the video. I apologize I couldn't do any more testing on the compressor, but my GoPro kept dying. But I'll be showing you guys more of this compressor. I'm gonna mostly use it to fill up tires. I have my bigger compressor for the shop, for my garage. But if you guys find this video useful, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.